So you're looking for a new cold wallet? Maybe you want to migrate from Ledger in the latest controversy with their firmware upgrade, or maybe you're a first-time buyer and you just need to know what are the options out there. Well, I got you covered. In this video, I will talk about all the most popular hardware wallets on the market currently, most of which I'm personally using, and I will give you a quick guide into the best cold wallets for safekeeping of your crypto. So make yourself comfortable and let's get started. In recent years, cryptocurrencies have gained a lot of popularity, with Bitcoin leading the way. As more people invest in cryptocurrencies, the need for secure storage solutions has become increasingly important, especially after the events of 2022. For those of you who are new to crypto, I will briefly point out here that in late 2022 we witnessed the collapse of one of the biggest crypto exchanges, FTX, which caused losses to millions of users, amounting to several $1 billion worth of crypto assets that are not likely to ever be recovered. This is not the only problem that crypto users have faced throughout the years. Hacks are a very common occurrence too. I dedicated a post entirely to the numerous hacks on crypto exchanges on my blog, hot wallets and DeFi platforms as well. Over 100 examples of very large-scale theft of crypto assets. And even this is not all. Custodian wallets such as exchanges are also target of government oversight, and some of them, like Coinbase for instance, have been reported to be freezing users' accounts for various reasons, usually anti-money laundering activities. Since they hold the private keys to your wallets, they are basically at liberty to do as they choose with your own money. This is why I dedicate this video to the importance of using cold storage or hardware wallets for your crypto assets, and I will discuss the best cold wallets currently on the market, many of which, as I said, I am using regularly or I have used in the past. Let's start with the key points here. What is a cold wallet? A cold wallet is a type of cryptocurrency wallet that stores your private keys offline. This makes it much more secure than a hot wallet, for instance, which is connected to the internet and it's vulnerable to hacking and theft. A cold wallet doesn't have to be a physical device per se. It could even be a paper wallet. And I did a tutorial on how to create a paper wallet for Bitcoin by yourself in an earlier video, which you will find in the description below. But it is not really for everyone. I personally panic about losing it, so even though I know how to create one, I prefer having a physical device. And also, you can't really do this for all cryptos that you will be holding, so paper wallets aren't really the most user-friendly option. And when it comes to storing cryptocurrencies, it's important to take security very seriously. Software wallets like Trust Wallet or MetaMask, Exodus, Atomic, they're all good for quick access, and some of them are also available on mobile. But a hardware device takes your security a step further, and it not only gives you complete control over your private keys, but also prevents you from any hacks on your computer or mobile phone, which is where the software wallets show vulnerability. With the hardware wallet device, even if your computer is compromised, you still have to approve any transaction on the actual device, so you can double and triple check everything, the address to which you're sending, the amount that you're sending, and no one can forcefully make the transaction without your device. The one thing to definitely keep offline though is the seed phrase that you will create when you first set up your device. Remember this for later, you will know what I mean when you start using this. I also recommend that you back up your seed phrase on metal plates, and I'm using these here. These are the SecureX metal plates, and I also have the one from One Key. These metal plates are really resistant to fire, to water damage, to anything. So this is the best way to safeguard your seed phrase. Now let's discuss the top devices on the market and in a few brief words what I like about them. Starting with Tangem. The Tangem wallet is one that deserves a lot of praise. It is the most affordable and the easiest probably to use and store your crypto without the risk of being hacked. And the biggest advantage to this one is that there is no seed phrase to worry about. It is arguably the most secure and easy to use cold storage wallet, and it is resistant to fire, water, X-rays, electromagnetic pulse and mechanical damage. The Tangem wallet is basically a set of 2 or 3 cards They look like bank cards and they fit easily into your wallet or card holder. When you activate the wallet, the chip in the card generates a random private key that is stored on the card and is not exposed to anyone, including the Tangem company. These cards are also IP68 rated, so dust, water, heat and even cold cannot disrupt their functionality. Operating conditions from -35 to 85 degrees Celsius. The card is used each time you need to make transactions and you don't provide the key to third parties. You can connect up to 3 cards onto one wallet, so you will always have a way to use your wallet, and if your main card gets damaged or lost or stolen, then you have the other 2 as backup. So all of these are actually connected to the same account and you can use them with Apple Pay, Google Pay and even credit cards. Currently they support more than 24 blockchains and more than 6,000 tokens and represent the highest coverage by a number of assets. Additionally, Tangem has access to hundreds of decentralized services which allow trading on exchanges, issuing loans, borrowing funds, working with NFTs and much more. It's really a great choice for anyone who wants secure, lightweight, easy to use device. You can order it with a discount with my link in the description below. Alright, moving on to the next one, which is the Tresor Model T. This is probably the most popular cold wallet that offers a wide range of features and supports well over 1,600 cryptocurrencies. It features a touchscreen display, biometric authentication and a very user-friendly interface. The device also includes advanced security features such as a passphrase option and a multi-factor authentication. It's worth noting that while the Tresor Model T supports a very wide range of coins and tokens, not all of these are supported directly by the device. Some of them would actually have a third-party software that you will need to interact with. I have been using my Model T since it was launched, but it is a dormant storage for me, meaning that I only keep Bitcoin and Ethereum here and I have not moved them for many years, at least 4 years, and I don't intend on moving them for another 4 or 5 years. And that's because it's one of the very few devices that work without a battery. It only works when it's actually connected to my computer. So I don't have to worry about the battery draining over years and not being able to use the device, let's say after 5 or even 10 years. And that's not the case with all of the hardware wallets. Some of them have their internal battery, and that is probably one of the few advantages of Tresor. All of the devices that I'm reviewing here and that I'm using are super secure, so the security is not the advantage here. Being open source is actually very important, and not all of the devices are open source, but Tresor is open source. Alright, moving on to the next one, Keystone. This is probably the most secure device that I own, mainly due to being air-gapped, meaning there are no connection ports, no USB, no Bluetooth, no Wi-Fi, eliminating all risks. It's a newer brand on the market and it offers advanced security features such as biometric authentication and a touch-to-open functionality. It supports a wide range of cryptocurrencies and offers a user-friendly interface. Keystone is also built on the latest secure element technology, providing a high level of protection against hackers using a unique secure element called the Keystone Enclave. It features a secure boot process that ensures only authorized firmware can be loaded onto the device. It also uses hardware-based encryption and decryption to protect the private keys from software-based attacks. All operations are done via QR codes that are transmitted between the device and the mobile app that is used to navigate it. It also has a self-destruct mechanism in case of forced entry, available on the Pro model. What I particularly like about the Keystone Pro is also the fact that it comes with a battery pack, a secondary pack, that uses regular AAA batteries, meaning that even if the original battery dies after a few years, I can still use this one here with AAA batteries and not have to worry about it. This is on top of my list of devices that I use, and you can get it with a discount code as well from the link in the description below. Okay, moving on to OneKey. This is another new player in the cold wallet market, but it has quickly gained popularity due to its unique features and robust security measures. The OneKey wallets, this is the Classic and Touch I have here, support a really wide range of cryptocurrencies. They also have dual chip architecture, which separates the wallet's private keys and communication functions onto 2 separate chips, providing an extra layer of security. The The One-Key Touch includes a biometric authentication, and it also offers a user-friendly interface and supports multi-currency accounts, making it easy to manage all of your digital assets in one place if that's what you want to do. The devices can also be connected to a smartphone or computer via USB or Bluetooth, providing additional flexibility for users. I recently reviewed the One-Key Classic and the One-Key Touch devices, which are now my favorite for frequent day-to-day use. The Classic is super light and very thin. It's the size of a credit card and very inconspicuous. Price-wise, it's definitely one of the best value for money. The Touch model is their flagship model and has even more functionality. It's the first true color display wallet for NFTs, as well as DeFi transacting, token swaps, and much more. Right now, the One-Key devices support over 30 different blockchains, all the major ones, and thousands of tokens. The full list of supported coins and tokens is constantly updating, and you'll find it on their website. Also, you can grab this with a discount code from my link in the description below. Alright, moving on to SecureX. I own the SecureX V20, by far the bulkiest device in my collection, but that was the point. While most of my other devices are quite tiny, I wanted one that is large and fits well in my palm for more frequent usage. They offer several hardware wallet models, including the V20, W20 and W10, and even the Nifty, which is for NFTs. All the SecureX wallets offer advanced security features, such as a secure chip and PIN code protection to keep your digital assets safe. They also feature a large touchscreen displays, all of them, so it makes it much easier to interact, and that's why I said for more frequent use. As with all of the other hardware wallet devices that I feature here, the devices are only needed to sign transactions when you are sending transactions, but you can receive transactions or even check your balances on the apps that you use to interact with these devices, and that's for all of them, not just for the SecureX. The SecureX devices support over 1,000 cryptocurrencies right now and tokens. I want to also mention here that the NFT wallet is called Nifty, and it is the first cold wallet entirely dedicated to NFTs. I have a detailed review on that one too, so you can watch it if you're looking for secure storage for your NFTs specifically. Alright, moving on to Elipo. This is another respected cold wallet that offers a unique design and advanced security features. While it may not be as well known as some of the other cold wallets on the market, it is just as good. One of the standout features of Elipo is that it's air-gapped, and I love air-gapped. It provides a completely offline storage solution for my digital assets. The device also features a large touchscreen display, making it also easy to handle, easy to use, and to manage your cryptocurrencies. And it also has a passphrase option and multi-factor authentication as extra steps of security. It supports 51 blockchains and more than 10,000 tokens as of right now, and this list is also growing. In fact, I will be doing a detailed review on this one very soon, as I'm waiting for my device to arrive any day now. So watch out for this one. I will add it to the list of reviews in the description when it's ready. SafePower is another very respected cold wallet that I still don't have, but that will change soon as I plan to add it to my collection as well. SafePower is a hardware wallet manufacturer that offers the SafePower S1 and S1 Pro models. I don't own any of them, so I have no personal experience to share, but some of my friends use them. Like most other devices I listed here, SafePower wallets use a combination of hardware and software security features to protect private keys from unauthorized access or tampering. The devices feature a tamper-evident drop-resistant case and a secure boot process that ensures that only authorized firmware can be loaded onto the device. The wallets use a secure element microcontroller to store private keys, which provides a high level of protection against physical and software-based attacks. SafePower S1 is compatible with over 10,000 cryptocurrencies as of right now, and you can see the full list, of course, on their website. The link is also in the description below. Moving on to Beatbox O2. This is a hardware wallet that is made in Switzerland and is designed to be really simple and really easy to use. It's also open source, which is always an advantage, and it's very compact. It's the size of a USB stick and currently provides support for more than 20 different blockchains and over 1,500 ERC20 tokens. The full list of supported coins is on their website. I don't really have personal experience with this one, so I can't really tell you much more than that, but from users, I see that it has very good reviews. And now moving on to Ledger Nano X. Now, before I talk about the Ledger Nano X, which is a very secure device, I want to mention that recently there was a big controversy with the latest upgrade that they released, which is introducing a new feature which is going to provide a backup for your seed phrase, meaning that users will be able to restore their seed phrase in case they lose it further down the line. Now, this is an optional service and it will be a paid service at $10 per month. But the problem with that service, even though I really like the fact that they are thinking about, protection of your seed phrase, many people lose their seed phrases, and once you do that, you might not be able to access your account anymore. So while it's important to protect your seed phrase, I would say you have to protect it best. And this is why I was talking about the metal plates that I'm using. This is really the best storage for your seed phrase. But if you are worried about losing your seed phrase, then you might want to opt in for this feature here with the Ledger Nano X. Unfortunately, I'm not really happy, and many other people are not happy about this feature, because it means that your seed phrase could be extracted from your wallet. Of course, it will be with your permission, but the fact that there is an option to do that, even if it's with your permission, I'm not really sure what is to stop them doing that without your permission. The fact that it's a possibility is already bad enough, so I'm not really gonna risk it. Also, another thing is that the older model, which is the Nano S, the Ledger Nano S, this one doesn't really have this upgrade. So for the time being, if you don't really want to be using the Nano X, if you're worried about this, you can actually start using the Nano S, which is the older device. Both of the devices are super compact. They're the smallest devices on the market, making them a little bit easier to lose though. On the other hand, they're very easy to travel with because they're so compact. Also, another thing is that I own both Nano X and Nano S, so I can compare them. The Nano X, of course, is more advanced. It has Bluetooth connectivity, so it is a little bit better than Nano S in that regard, and also you can fit more apps on this device. Now, unlike other devices that I showed you previously, here you actually have to install applications for each blockchain on the actual device. So let's say you want to store Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe Binance Coin or Litecoin. These are all different blockchains. So for each of these, you will have to install the application, the relevant application on the device, and then you have the application on your mobile phone or on your computer with which you are navigating the device. The Nano X can actually fit a little more applications than the Nano S, but both devices have limitation as to how many applications you can upload here. So if you're going to be holding 20 or 30 different coins, and of course some of these might be tokens, so if you're holding Ethereum tokens, then you only need the Ethereum application. But then if you have tokens on Binance Chain, tokens on Polygon and other blockchains, then you will need these applications as well on the device. And sooner or later you might run out of space on the device. So this is the one of the problems with these devices. They do support more than 1,000 cryptocurrencies, so they do have a support for a wide range of cryptocurrencies, but you can't really fit all of them at the same time on the device. But then again, Ledger is the most popular device on the market. It's one of the early devices. It was probably the second one that was launched. I think Tresor was first, KeepKey was second. KeepKey, by the way, is no longer in production, so I'm not recommending KeepKey. I actually stopped using KeepKey and I replaced it with OneKey. Even though it sounds similar, OneKey is a completely different company. I did a detailed review on both OneKey Touch and OneKey Classic. You will find the reviews in the description below. And you will find all of my reviews in the description below. Check them out. But one of the main reasons why Ledger is the most popular device on the market is the fact that they started really early on and they added support for many tokens and coins early on, before KeepKey, before Tresor. So of course people started using these devices more than the Tresor and KeepKey because they were a little late in adding more functionality and more tokens. Also, Ledger is very good for DeFi transactions, even though not the most user-friendly for DeFi. I would say OneKey Touch and OneKey Classic are much more user-friendly when it comes to DeFi transactions, even Keystone. Anyways, if you don't want to be using the Ledger Nano X because of that firmware upgrade, then you can use the Ledger Nano S, which is the older device, and very soon I will be having a giveaway with the Ledger Nano S, so make sure that you're subscribed. It will be a giveaway to my subscribers and you will have to be leaving comments on my videos, so be prepared to start leaving comments already. And another giveaway that I will be having very soon is Tangem. I will be doing a giveaway on Tangem as well. I just received my wallet and I really like it, so I reached out to them and I told them that I will be doing a review and I want to have a giveaway, so they agreed. So I will be having a giveaway on Ledger Nano S, not X, the older device, the S, the one that doesn't have the controversial upgrade, and I will be doing a giveaway on Tangem as well. 2 giveaways are coming your way. Make sure, guys, that you're subscribed to this channel. Hit the like button, leave comments below. If you have any questions or any suggestions, drop them in the comments. I will check them out. And make sure that you have enabled notifications so that you know when I'm posting a new video, so that you never miss an episode. And while you're here, also pick another one of my videos, and I'll see you there.